Disclaimer: we did record this video months ago, however some of our opinion on this topic still haven't changed. And from what we've heard and seen online, neither have some of yours.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, 2.5 Gamers. You got Harry, you got JC, no Aaron today, but we're still making do with what we got.
Yeah, and we can always, on another video, then ask him if people want to see, so get his opinion on it.
Yeah. But we're doing another one of these sorts of style, like talking to the camera, podcasty style videos, which we hope they really do well, and we want more of your guys' feedback on them. So again, comments, Instagram, DMs, anything, just let us know.
We thought about it from comments through a short that done well recently, and a lot of comments, people talking about it. So
you know what?
Oh, actually,
I can't believe how much this blew up. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, why don't you? It's in the description.
Yeah, just hit the follow, come on.
Yeah, at the time of us recording this, one of my shorts, or one of our shorts that I've also uploaded on my TikTok, it just boomed because everyone's been talking about it. It has to do with game. Now when I say game, not gaming, not video games as a whole. So in the UK, because for our...
UK and Australia, I don't think America have this franchise.
In America it's GameStop. Yeah, but it's a completely different franchise.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in the UK and Australia, we have a store that's just called Game. You can't miss it. Big, purple, just in bold letters, Game.
For a lot of people, Nostalgia Central, especially from the UK, that was the best place to get games in the day.
I feel like that's why the short done so well, because even just hashtagging game, it got people talking.
Yeah, 100%.
And what this video is about, you've read the title before you've even tapped on the video. It's the current state of what game is. Because like Harry rightly said, man, game was the place, man, to get games.
For a lot of people, that was
your childhood.
Our whole lifetime.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure when. I don't want to say that. I might be older than game, but I don't know when. But my whole memories are a lot of game. Like
I did work experience there. So I worked there briefly, and I enjoyed every second of it. I really did. To be fair, some friends that I have on Facebook, Instagram, came from when I worked there.
Yeah,
it was so good. But this is the thing, it was good.
Was being the key word.
It's gone so downhill.
It's arguably one of the worst shops. Even the workers there must know time's limited now. Let's be real. Alright, so there's so many reasons why it sucks. Yeah. And one of the biggest ones is got rid of second-hand, pre-owned.
I didn't think you was going to say that straight away. I thought you was going to say one of the biggest things.
I'd say that's one of the bigger things, but there's bigger. That's how bad it is.
Right.
Now they used to be able to get pre-owned in the shop. That's why they were there so cheap, because they're getting rid of pre-owned stock. Only new stock now.
Only new games now.
New games are well overpriced. You might get a good price on them. That's why half the customers go in for pre-owned. I would have thought. Maybe not. That's why and they can't compete with other places.
No, and more of their profit came from pre-owned. Because I remember when I worked there, anytime they sold a new game, I think about 70% went to the studio. They only kept 30. And pre-owned
was
100% them.
And
so they was always trying to push pre-owned. They was always saying, get people to buy used games, get people to buy used games. Because that's where the money was. Whereas if a new Assassin's Creed come out and someone bought that brand new, 70% going to Ubisoft, they're only getting 30.
Unless that's changed throughout the years, because you think your work experience would have been, you're old now, and also many years ago.
That was years ago though,
But so maybe it changed.
I can't imagine it's changed that
This is how all the, Game Station went, because they started doing not much of pre-owned and things. I feel like this is, you got to keep the pre-owned stuff. What are you doing?
We briefly touched on this in our PlayStation Thoughts video, which if you haven't watched that, I'll put the thumbnail here and the link to that will be in the description. But it's this is the scary reality of it, and I think this is going to happen. I see game becoming the Blockbuster of video games.
That's an insult to Blockbuster. Let's be honest. At least they had a cool slogan with "Be kind and rewind." What the game actually have?
They even have a slogan.
They have nothing. At least they had a catchy slogan, a cool bright blue and yellow logo.
Oh yeah.
The game is just
Blockbuster.
Death, basically. It's just.
But it never used to be. No. This is the thing. It never used to be so good.
When I know exactly what you mean though when you do refer to them, especially like both from the later years of Blockbuster and.
It's because of where the industry's going.
Yeah, I don't think that helps as well. The industry's changing, more digital, so there's not much for them to sell.
That's when I say they're going to be the Blockbuster of gaming. It's literally Blockbuster went out of business the minute Netflix and things like that boomed.
Yeah.
Game will have the same effect because of again Game Pass, Uplay Plus.
I mean, don't
EA Play.
Blockbuster also had a lot of poor decisions because Netflix went to them and said, "Let's partner up."
Yeah,
before
they
became. So there was and that weren't even the reason. I think there's a whole documentary on it. Like I could go into it, but like I mean, they had poor decision making. I feel like Game have had poor decision making.
Game have been making poor decision making before this whole streaming thing even happened.
Yeah. Like how Game? It's called Game. Half the shop is now not games.
That's it.
Maybe more than half. I went to a game. I don't know where. Not our local. Quite a big shop because it weren't one in Sports Direct.
That's another
thing. The fucking cheap bastards don't even have their own shop no more. They sit around you for Sports Direct, which get your own that's when you know the shop's failing. You have to start bouncing off another shop's building. Like, I mean, but like, the game's just, but
it's just downhill.
Half the shop is not games now. Like when I went to this one far out, quite a big shop, not in Sports Direct, they had one sort of section that was the newer games. Everything else was still cool stuff like Lego. One section was drinks. Refreshments.
Why?
Like, come on, and there was a newsagent like 2 shops down, half the price on refreshments. Who's buying a drink in there? Like,
it's so stupid. Like, who is actually going to Game to buy Prime?
Yeah.
Who's going to Game to buy Rockstar, Monster, Red Bull?
And that's the
you
thing,
get them from Asda. You get them from Poundland. Yeah, like it's like you're right. It's called Game. It's not called drinks. It's not called. It's not a Lego store.
Maybe half their money's on the other the other bits now, like the other franchise, like the ball games and things like that. But when I go in there, I don't want to be looking at all this stuff. I want to be looking for games.
You're going to Game to buy games. That's what we should see. There shouldn't be, because there never used to be any of that.
It used to be a small section, which it
used to be minuscule. Yeah. It would be like behind the till.
Yeah, you got to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, you got to have a bit of diversity.
Not everything. To the point you got no games.
It used to be like you'd go into Game, and I remember because this is actually when I did my work experience there. I remember when. You remember when like the PS4 and Xbox One first come out?
Yeah.
And Game designed it where they split it down the middle. You had a walkway, then one side was green, the other side was blue, and you had a little bit of red for Nintendo.
I was going to say, there would have been a small
Nintendo's never in the battle, they're just there.
I don't know why, until Switch come back.
Yeah. Because actually, that's right, because that would have been when the Wii U was popular. Well, not popular, but when it was out, so that would have been why. But that was the Game look, and a lot of it, you just see kiosks where you could play demos, things like that. I mean, they still have that, but it's just not the same.
They used to do competitions. I remember when me and Aaron went to our local game when Trials Fusion was coming out.
Yeah.
Aaron's really good at the game because, like, he doesn't go outside ever. Like, he's unbelievably good at this game.
Yeah.
So they was like, oh, if you can get the high score, whatever he needed. He could have done it one-handed. He was that good at it.
Yeah.
And he got a free disc. He got, like, the free, oh, you know when the game, before the game comes out, it was like a free disc, like the whole game was in it, not a demo disc, but it was like a different sort of...
I know what you
They
mean.
were giving out free ones for them.
I don't know what they could call that, but I know what you
He
mean.
absolutely demolished their scores and stuff. He was so good at it. I was even behind like a little cheerleader going for him, but like he smashed it, and they was doing cool, fun things like that.
Yeah, they done loads of events. I remember when Pokemon Go was popular, they put on Facebook, hey, come to Game at this time, we're all going to take a walk around town and just catch Pokemon, meet new people, the thing is, obviously everyone knows, as nerds, we're quite introvert, you know, we don't really like to, we get quite shy talking to, unless it's online on a headset where then you can tell someone you've been
you don't actually ever want to talk to anyone, do you? You just want to sit there, play games and move on.
But Game was like the place where you could go, you didn't know anyone, but you just start talking to people because someone would be playing something, someone would walk out with something, and you go, hey mate, what's that? Oh, I've just bought this. No, wait, I'm about to go buy that as well. The other one, midnight launches.
I was just gonna say
midnight motherfucking launches.
Maybe
mate.
not so much Game. Maybe that's the way the industry's gone. I don't know, but midnight launches was. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good. Like,
My last midnight launch was Mario Odyssey, but I remember getting there an hour early, 11 p.m, and obviously they're saying the game was there, but they were saying, look, we can't legally give it to you till midnight. But then you're just sitting there with other gamers, you're chatting away, and then like one of them gets the Switch out, and you're like, oh, let's play Mario Kart while we wait, and things like that. Or it's like when COD would come out and you'd see queues, people would camp outside of game.
Like you said, Mario was your last one. My last one was when I was at school, so it was a long time ago. But me and my mates used to go for COD and FIFA all the time, or Call of Duty and FIFA. We'd literally all get it. We've all got school the next night, so I don't know how we got Call of Duty, because we all would have school. And I'm thinking that was, but we done it like. So we must have had an adult with us, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
But we then used to go home. Literally, everyone would get like a pizza on the way back because they were open as well. We'd all go home, be well tired the next day at school, but we've all just smashed out like 7, 8 hours. Or if it came out Friday or a Saturday, like you got time to play.
Yeah, you can stay up and play because it's the weekend. So that's
it. Just brought so much of your mates together and stuff, like midnight launches.
It brought people together.
It's different now because I suppose you can all get it digital. But like when you're all out there waiting, having a laugh, and like you said, meeting other people.
Yeah.
It was
meeting people who, on a normal day to day, you wouldn't normally speak to.
And I don't think they do midnight launches anymore. I might be wrong. Someone can correct me. I'm pretty sure midnight launches.
I think midnight launches died the minute you could pre-order on console.
I don't think that's game's fault. That's just the way the market's gone digital. Is affecting them, but that just, like you said, that brought sort of joy to the shop.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's again a lot of involvement for this video will most likely be you guys in the comments, because this is what happened with the TikTok I uploaded where we said about pre-owned games, they were getting rid of them for 50%. Yeah,
great when you're going in there getting a deal.
Yeah,
but then you realise it's over.
Yeah,
and then it sort of breaks
the end
a bit of your heart.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
I want game to stay.
Yeah,
but I look at it and think, well, how's it going to?
Yeah, like
it's clearly failing.
Let's make that abundantly clear, and I like that you said that. We're not shitting on game because we don't like them. We're shitting on them because we love them so much, and it's sad to see them go downhill, because it's like they're like that relative who you know can do well in life, but they're just declining, and you're like, come on, uncle.
I feel like I was that relative from a young age. Like, he could do something. No, he can't. No, he's going down.
Like they peaked, and now they're just. You're like, no, you could be up there again.
Yeah. But you know, one thing recently that has cost game now, where a lot of people are like this has actually stopped me from using them now.
Right.
Pre-orders.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Anyone in they're the only ones that, unless you go like to Sony's website, Nintendo's Xbox website, you know,
although even then Sony have been quite bad too.
Yeah, but or if you go to Ubisoft, or you have to go to the studio and things like that. But everyone seems to give their physical pre-orders to game.
Yeah.
Game now are at the point you order it, you barely get your confirmation email, but they take your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
It turns up 5 months late and damaged.
Yeah.
Trying to return it or do anything with it, impossible.
Yeah.
And they're just a nightmare for it. They can't deliver things on time anymore.
No.
They're always late with every item, and trying to pre-order with them is impossible.
And it makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder how, because. So they've got rid of pre-owned games. They've got rid of basically a large majority of their stock.
Yeah.
What are they investing that time and energy into?
They can't handle doing pre-orders anymore. And I'm thinking, how could you be so good at it? And then it goes...
And now it goes shit.
And now you can't. And I get they get limited quantity and it sells out. But you got to get there quicker. That's for the people that are too slow. Yeah. You know what I mean?
As a business... They should be the first ones in there when Sony,
people
when
in the comments will be able to say, put me off, because if you ever see on social medias and that,
you only have to go to Twitter.
People always complaining about game and their pre-orders, and it's happened to me as well.
The most recent one, the Astrobot.
Everyone's controller turned up late or damaged.
Late, damaged. Some still haven't even got it. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I just don't get how they're even getting the contracts to still do it.
Yeah. Some people I think was having it as well. The money was coming out,
but no confirmation
email, and then later we're getting told, oh well, your pre-order's now been cancelled. Yeah. You'll get the money back within 5 working days. But they take the money out within seconds.
How do you take the money but not have the item to give them?
Yeah.
And
they don't compensate either. They don't compensate for this shit service. They don't. Yeah.
You know something else they've got rid of?
What?
Their reward fucking system.
Yeah. That was man. I used to like Game Elite. That was well good. I was a fan of that.
You know what the worst thing is? I had it. It's a yearly subscription where every time you buy something, you get points and it gets you money
cool
off. Or like
Money
I used to get collector's editions 50, 60 quid off.
Yeah.
And things like that because of these points were saved up because I bought so much collector's editions from there.
There were some cool freebies. I remember one where it was like, pay over 20 quid, you get a free t-shirt. And it's like any t-shirt of your choosing. So you go and buy, say 2 pre-owned games for like a tenner each.
And it wasn't much a year either. I think you could pay monthly,
it was actually
but it wasn't much.
really good.
You got your money back as long as you used game and actually spent money in there. You got your money back.
Make sure you scanned your QR code every time you bought something.
I would just point you. At the beginning of this year, for example, it might not have been, the dates ain't going to be correct, but just for example, beginning of this year, they sold me a card. 3 months into it, not too long before we went to get them them games, when they were selling the pre-owned stuff.
Yeah.
They give me this card, sell it, and then when I go to use the card 3 months later, they go, sorry, this shop don't use them scanners no more because we're actually getting rid of the Elite. There's only one shop that really still has them scanners, and it's however many thousand miles away.
Oh yeah,
nice
like
one, guys.
Or something,
you didn't give me an email to say use them by this date. You didn't tell me any of the shops are getting rid of these scanners.
They've given you an expired
and now
coupon,
I'm at
basically.
the queue is when you tell me. And so I'm still going to buy them because I've just waited in this. Oh, actually, I weren't waiting because no one's in this fucking queue. So I got to the queue quite quick. Who was kidding? But like, you still like I've wasted. I may as well just gone to CX and got like a bit cheaper. Like I come in here to spend the extra money on the games to get my points.
Yeah.
And I can't even do it, and you never told me. And so that also lost me.
Yeah, it's literally it's customer service. The feedback, it's all gone downhill.
Worker-wise, like when I go into the workers are lovely. Oh yeah, like they're brilliant.
Yeah,
you can't fault
if you work at game, we're not shitting on you
deserve
personally.
better.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. You deserve better. Work anywhere else.
Because our local one has brilliant workers who actually go out of their way to help you, but we can all see the shops failing. Like we can all see it's going.
And it's actually quite scary because it's going to affect those people. Like if they get made redundant, that's fucked.
But again, maybe not games' fault, business. It's just the way the world's evolving.
Yeah.
But it's just sad. It's like because I want that shop to succeed because it's part of my childhood.
Like we're not hating on them. We're expressing frustration
because
because
of my childhood.
Yeah.
But they're just not doing anything right.
No,
like
they're not.
Anything.
And
like
I'll tell you what, it all mainly started since COVID, really.
Oh yeah.
If not just slightly before.
Some of the
but COVID did not help.
Some of the collector's editions I was getting was arriving fine, no problem.
Yeah.
Or maybe a day late, but that was more down to Royal Mail or the courier service they used. But yeah, since COVID, I mean, a worker or someone who knows more than just us two rambling on might be able to say, actually, it's been since 2010 they've been shot. Maybe they have, but
and that is exactly why
like
this video.
Said, since COVID, really, again, that's when more people went digital as well. I do get it, but
well, you had to because it was COVID. Unless you ordered it online.
Exactly like you said earlier as well. It's becoming a new blockbuster, and I give it a year.
Yeah,
I give it a year before you see. Getting rid of all stock,
you can see it emptying every time you go in there. It's so depressing. Like what used to be shelves full of stuff, even now, even like the Lego, for example, like you hardly see that in there now. It's all just slowly going. T-shirts and things like that, you hardly see them in there. Even phones, you hardly see phones in there. That used to be. I remember when they first started selling phones, and that was quite a big deal.
But then again, I feel like most places you don't see phones as much now because everyone,
just gets them from their providers.
I've still got my last 3 old phones. I never even sold them. They're just sitting in a drawer, and so I think maybe that because everyone just gets a contract these days.
Everyone just gets it from their providers, their Vodafones, their EEs. Yeah,
I think I give it till 2026 and game's gone. I hope I'm wrong, but I hope
we want to be wrong.
If it stays like it is, you may as well close.
If you're going to stay open, improve.
I won't, because again, when new games come out, it's more expensive there half time.
Yeah,
but again, sometimes it's like they're doing pre-orders. For example, whenever this video comes out, I mean or if you watch it back in a year's time, they're doing pre-orders for Silent Hill 2 on PS5 coming out. But I'm seeing everyone already saying they're paying for it but not getting a confirmation email and stuff. It's
so that stuff
and I think why are these companies still using them? But they could. I'm sure they're more expensive to get there as well. You may as well wait till Asda have them. But I think probably places like CX as well are just pushing them out of business.
yeah, a lot of things, and
A lot of factors. I'd love to hear other people's comments because they might know.
I would love to hear an employee's comment. Do you know what? Wouldn't it be cool? And by all means, if you want to do this, that's what the comments are for. That's what our social media
please,
is for.
we might be idiots, and
if you
they might be
for
succeeding
game,
more than ever.
Yeah.
We might be, but it's just our opinions on the shop.
This is from what we see.
We think it's going downhill. Like,
but we
don't like it as much now, for example, and based on the short we done. Looks like a lot of people in the comments felt the same way.
Yeah, feel the same. Yeah.
So I'd love to see what other people say.
If an employee of Game watched this video and wanted to reach out, and by all means sit with us, talk. We don't bite. We tell us what's going on, because it
Get some freebies under. You know, them Astrobot controllers had to end up somewhere. You know, like there's some in the back room. Just bring a couple.
Yeah. But it is interesting.
I'd love to hear from because we could be completely wrong, and they're booming more than ever.
Yeah, but this is just two guys who just collect video games.
Don't know what they're on about. Just having because we love the shop, like we say, but it's just neither one of us use it really now.
I don't use it at all.
No,
I do not use it at all.
And this is
the last time I used it was that shop.
I nearly have same.
Yeah,
like I've gone in there since.
No, I haven't even done that.
I never buy anything.
Like where we live, our local one is in Sports Direct, right?
Like many people's, I bet.
Yeah,
they all are now.
Yeah, no. In terms of here, I think it's just literally Lakeside and Southend that have an actual store, whereas here no.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Even Lakeside now, I think is in Sports Direct.
Oh God,
I'm pretty sure.
That's it's crazy, but no, I haven't since Doncaster. I have not physically walked into a game. I walk into CX more.
I'm pretty sure, like a week after we went to the Doncaster one, they started putting up closing signs.
Yeah.
I'm sure that shop isn't there now.
Probably.
I'm sure it closed, funnily enough.
It probably isn't.
Which goes to show the state of game.
Yeah. They made so many bad decisions after COVID. There was a couple before COVID. Because I think before COVID was when Game Elite started, and I thought, okay, this is really cool. I can see where they're going with this.
I was getting my money's worth easily with it.
Yeah, and it gave me a reason.
Maybe that's what ruined them, giving out too much goodies, like
too many freebies.
Maybe.
But after COVID, you could tell they took a hit because they had to close their store. Like their employees couldn't physically go to work. They was relying on online sales, and the thing is if you're gonna order stuff online, you are gonna use the the bigger boys. You're gonna use Amazon. You're gonna use eBay.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Unless it was like a pre-order collector's edition or something that's only at game, which still happens. But I really want to see what everyone else has to say on this.
What happened, and it's just and then when they finally did reopen. And then they said, we're downsizing into Sports Direct. Like, Sports Direct of all places. The two things that hardly even mesh together.
I'm not sure. It must have been a business point,
and sports.
Yeah.
No, but just think about it. Like, football fans go into Sports Direct, but not many football fans play games unless it's FIFA. Let's be real.
That's enough, I guess.
Is it though? Because they're closing down.
Yeah, true. Yeah, very true.
Soon they probably won't be in Sports Direct.
I don't think it is a weird one. I don't know why they ever. It's obviously business is business, but
maybe Sports Direct bought them.
I think it was a sign straight away that
as soon as stores started downsizing.
It's not just our local. It seems to be all over the country.
All over the country.
They all went into a Sports Direct.
They're all in a Sports Direct somewhere. Yeah.
I mean, great for Sports Direct. They're getting half their rent probably paid in each building.
That's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why they did it.
Yeah. But I just don't see.
Sweet. Again, we can lease our building for half the price, and then maybe every now and then someone comes in here and buys FIFA. That's what they're.
I mean, again, it's probably good. It probably helped game last a bit longer. This business
true.
model, but
I
can't see it going much further.
Then the other killer is why drinks? Why did they turn into a drinks company? Like again, who's actually who's gonna go in there to buy Red Bull and Prime for a $5?
That's the thing.
Because that's the thing. They overcharge you because they're game. But it's not even a game. Like you'll go. Like why would I buy Mountain Dew for 6-7 quid?
You can get like a lot of in the English ones, a lot of the American flavoured drinks and stuff.
Yeah, but you can also go to a candy shop.
Are doing like the 10 packs of them for like similar, like cheaper, and you think, well, I'm not going to get them in here, am I? Like, it's overpriced.
Yeah.
Like I know they were probably one of the first. Everything in there has been beaten on prices by other places.
Yeah.
So there's just no benefit to the shop.
That's the other thing. They're a bit delusional in terms of value. Like they're like, we're game. We can sell this for more because we're game. No, that's not how it works. If anything, lower it so you sell more, because in the end, you get that's where you get your profit.
Margins, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's it.
Again, we could be completely wrong and they are cheap, but it's not to us. We can get things cheaper in other places. I don't know if it's different for others. And again, like we keep saying, we might be wrong on it all. But
and I'm not being funny. Even if you was absolutely parched, like we're talking, you need a drink. You're not going to go to Game. You're going to go anywhere else. It's called Game. Like,
because our one, I get having like, you know, the little fridge behind the till stocked up. I feel like there's a good chunk of it.
No, nowadays it's like nearly half the store.
Yeah, like
you go in there, nearly half of it is just
it really is a small section.
Sweets,
It's actually games now.
You'll see like Haribo's, and they're not gaming themed either. Like it's not like you know, like when we go Comic-Con and you'll see like people selling the Mega Man energy drinks and things like that. They don't even do that. It is literally just
I'm surprised they don't.
It's just they just do like generic normal drinks. Like even like this Lucozade they'll do, but they'll go, oh, because we're Game, it's £7, but you can get it anywhere else.
I understand why they sell it, because all us gamers love our energy drinks, so we're all a nightmare for it. We're all like addicted to it. But
wouldn't it have made sense and been quite cool if they had an exclusive drink?
Yeah.
You know, like
and then it makes
you could only get this here. Yeah,
like
this is the Game energy drink.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah, and it's their flavour. It's their
it's
drink.
just normal ones.
Like you can't get it in else though. Only we make this.
Or Game flavoured energy drinks. Their own.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like anything like that. Or I'll tell you what, like what's that one? Everyone goes for Sneak. Imagine if they had an exclusive, like you know, like the protein.
Oh yeah.
Like they could have done something with that.
You've seen that with the YouTube adverts, actually.
Yeah,
I think,
But it's just they lost themselves as a brand. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, like now I just don't see gamers being. I can see kids going in there or younger audiences for they have a lot of plushies and things like that.
Oh
and
that was the other thing.
Pokemon cards and things like that. I can't stand them, but gamers I don't think will use it anymore.
No.
And that's what the shop is. So like,
it's called Game.
Yeah.
And the competition definitely didn't help, because so what was it? Before their competition was Game Station, but they beat them because Game Station went out of business.
That was like a sister company to them, though.
No, but I remember them competing quite a bit.
Again, someone will have to let us know.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Reason, I thought they were
but I do remember it was sort of like they was like the Krusty Krab and the Chump.
Yeah, but when Game Station,
I mean, both were good. But
when Game Station went out, that was Game was all we had.
Yeah.
Until CEX came about.
Yeah, and then I will say that kind of fucked them.
But they're all pre-owned.
Yeah.
Which goes to show.
Yeah, because CEX is only used.
And CEX, by my knowledge, is doing pretty well.
Yeah. But that's because they're also not just games, though. Like, they're also DVDs as well. But I'd say a large majority of it is retro.
But a lot of games, like tons and tons of games. They're mainly games, I'd still say. Like, and they're still doing well. It's all pre-owned, but Game are now getting rid of their pre-owned. Unless it was making no money. It probably was making no money because of CEX, but their pre-owned prices were the same as brand new prices. It made no sense.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's like you need to compete with your competitors, not sort of throw in the towel, which is what Game sort of did. Because CEX.
100%, yeah.
So let's say, for example, you know what? It's good that we're in a room where there's games, because I can pick up an example. Let's say you saw this copy of Final Fantasy. In-game pre-owned, it would be like £22, brand new, it would be like $29.99. In CEX, it would be $15.
So it's like, and there's one like 3 buildings down all the time for it. It's not like you have to go missions away. It's literally your next door.
This is the
sort of thing.
And it's like, I could be wrong. I didn't do business studies in school, but if I was Game and I saw, right, okay, we've got this game, brand new, it's this, but pre-owned, we're selling it at this. Our competitors are selling it at that. We need to undercut, because it's where the profit is.
You know, like, that just means don't pay as much when you're getting it in, like, so you're making profits.
Yeah.
But they were so, and I mean, to be fair, they never done old retro either, did they?
No, they didn't.
They only done like the previous.
They always done the one console before. So when PS3 was the new console, they sold PS2. When PS4 come out, they stopped selling PS2.
Yeah.
Whereas that's the thing. I think what CEX do that they get right, they bank on nostalgia. They know they say let's sell everything because someone wants it, because it's nostalgia. And Game should have done that.
Yeah,
Game should have been like, hey, look, we're bringing back PS1s. Come and get a PS1.
Yeah.
Then loads of people be like, oh my god, look, that thing that I played as, because a lot of us, like you say, we grew up with Game.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that went there when they were kids are now in their 20s, 30s, have families, have kids. Do you know what I mean? it would be, imagine as a dad, and I can say this because I am one, if I went in and then like I go to get my kid a Switch and then I see like an NES, I'd be like, fuck me, yeah, I'm getting that. Like then, but you get that with CEX, you don't get that with game. Because I see it all the time. When I go in CX, I see husbands go with their wives. They go, oh babe, remember when we used to play this like 20 odd years ago? Oh, let's buy one again. It's only 20
That's
quid.
the thing.
Game should have done that.
There's probably a reason again, and you know when you hear the reason, you think makes sense.
Yeah.
I can understand why, but we don't know the reason.
We don't know the reason.
So
we're literally just two dudes expressing our frustration.
Someone will know. There could be a valid reason why, and you think, all right, they would have failed if they continued on that way.
Yeah.
But I just don't see like that's you want the older stuff or the newer stuff. You know that's the best price, but it's not. It's just it's gone to absolute downhill. Downhill. Yeah, there's
like if you're gonna call yourself
couldn't tell you
game,
one positive of the shop anymore.
If you're gonna call yourself game, you have to be the place for games.
Yeah.
Like even as well, like they have kiosks, but they're not even like I say they're not.
They don't have kiosks now, do they?
No, but they're hardly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I used to. One of
they
my
might do, but
no, not as many. I think like probably
not
just
as cool
one.
anyway. Yeah.
No, just probably one PS5 one, and that's it. Whereas I used to love going in there and like going on the kiosk. And then we say about nostalgia. Why don't they put arcade machines in there and try and bring that sort of?
I mean, the size
back.
of the shop now, I can understand.
No, now they can't. But if they did at the time, like if they did it right on time, they could have.
They could have done something.
Yeah, they could have done. They could have saved it before it sank.
Yeah, it's been a heavy sinking ship, like taking time, but I think we're getting to the end.
It's the Titanic sinking, but it's
we're
sinking
getting to
very
the
slow.
end. We're near the bottom of the sea now. If you know what I mean, the bottom of the ocean. We're there.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with your prediction. 2026.
Yeah,
I think
they've still got 2025. You think a whole year of shutting down?
Yeah, 2025. I reckon they'll start saying, "Hey, we're getting rid of all physical,
because
even brand new, used, all of it needs to go." Then it'll be, "Hey, we're getting rid of t-shirts. Hey, we're getting rid of cardboard cutout." They'll just start saying. Then they'll probably even start, "Hey, we're getting rid of our racking. We're getting rid of our shelves. We're getting rid of disc cleaners."
Everything's got. Oh, if they sell disc cleaners over here,
everything's got to go, and then that'll be it. They'll just the shutters will go down and they'll be gone.
It'll be a sad day, but
very sad.
We all know it's happening soon.
But it's not entirely their fault. Yes, we can say about the poor business decisions, but it is also the way the way the world's going. The moment companies said, "Hey, you can pre-order on your console," that's it. You triggered that lazy aspect of people wanting things quick.
All us collectors hate it, but it does make life easier for people.
I've never pre-ordered digitally on a console because I liked the physical aspect of it, but it is. You do get why it works because someone will be sitting there thinking, "Oh, I can pre-order it and it just downloads at midnight." Hell, now you can even download it and just at midnight it unlocks.
And
like that's crazy.
Like FIFA come out not too long ago, but it come out a week early for a pre-order. Like if you and you can only get it digitally the week early, and everyone wants to get it the week early to get the best stuff. So
Warhammer Space
makes
Marine
sense.
on that,
so I can I get it, but it's a shame. It just makes me feel old and sad.
Kids nowadays have it so easy though.
It is
any kids growing up, you have it so easy. You can literally just grab your Switch, pre-order, grab your PlayStation, Game Pass even. Like the Black Ops 6, you can install Black Ops 6 now.
And it's ready straight away.
Midnight the day the game comes out.
It's nice.
Done.
It's nice, but
it's a cool feature, but it's killing. One aspect of the industry.
It's killing the physical world of it. 100%. But again, everyone let us know what they think as well, because that's curious to see. Based on all the comments we had, there's not many people saying positive things right now. So we're not on our own on this, I think.
Yeah, we know we're not alone, but at the same time, it would be very interesting to hear someone defend it. We'd love to hear the other side.
Yeah, 100%.
And 100%, if someone works there and wanted to hit us up and even join us, by all means. As well, we
know more.
We'd love to do a follow-up with Aaron as well, because I'm sure Aaron's got a lot to say.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd probably be saying the same things. I bet he hasn't used them in a long time either. He was the one that got me onto told me about the Elite. The Elite, yeah. So he was, he definitely was a big lover of them back in the day, but same probably as us, just doesn't use them anymore.
No, But there you go. So that was another thought style video. Again, let us know what you think of these styles of videos. they're really, I like these style of videos. They're very easy to do. They're very like sort of podcasty.
It just gets people chatting away.
It just gets us chatting away, and it's about that sort of engagement, which we obviously need more of it through the comments and things like that. But just
you know, you got to add the old nostalgic game adverts and that into this video.
Oh,
I want to see some good like game like nostalgia in there.
Yeah, I'll have to find some. Probably some of them will be so old they won't even have copyright, but we'll see. I'll see what I can do in terms of editing. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. Let us know by giving us a thumbs up. Would really, comments are the big one. Would love to see a lot of your guys' comments.
And what your local game's like, or if you haven't got a game, what your local sort of, if your shop's similar, like maybe it's just again. Like changing for
any Americans, for example, what's GameStop like?
Yeah, because I hear negative things about that as well.
Yeah, because that's their equivalent. Whereas for us, it's it's GameStop. Yeah. Let us know what you guys think. Either way, you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you for tuning in. As usual, you'll see us, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.